And tonight we begin with a live look right now over the Cazenovia Creek in South Buffalo as crews and residents there closely monitor for any flooding with all this warm weather and heavy rain right now we've been experiencing over the past couple of days and hours. Good evening, everyone. I'm Scott Levin.
And I'm Kelly Dudzik in for Mary Alice tonight. There is a flood watch in place tonight, and our team is closely watching things around western New York. Storm Team 2's Kevin O'Connell begins our team coverage in the Weather Center tonight. Hey, Kev.
Hi there, Kel and Scott. Yeah, we not only have watches, we also have flood warnings over parts of western New York as well. And what exacerbates the situation now is some moderate to even heavy rain, and that could start moving some of the ice. Certainly that may be in place around some of the Buffalo area creeks and streams. Here's what you can expect going forward into later tonight. Warm temperatures are going to continue. We made it to 61 degrees today. That's a brand new record high. We'll be in the 50s all night long. Heaviest rain I expect tonight from 10 till 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Most of the heavy rain will be south of Buffalo and east, but the rain is going to turn to sleet and then snow kind of combination, and that's going to be happening during tomorrow. So the flood watch was in effect until Friday night. Again, a warning in effect with a green on the screen, and that's for central Erie County. All of the streams and creeks being monitored very, very carefully tonight. At the present time, Buffalo, Caz, Tonawanda, and Cattaraugus are all within their banks. They are ice covered, but again, later on tonight with the wind picking up and the rain as well, it may start to move some of that ice. You can see the rain right now, the yellow indicating the heaviest of the precipitation. And a little bit earlier today, it was a real tough go down around Silver Creek and Walnut Creek. Hey, why don't we join Emily Lampa, who's down there right now tonight. Em, why don't you give us the very latest on what's going on around Walnut Creek?
I'm here at the mouth of Walnut Creek where it empties into Lake Erie, and we have been here all day with the folks from Disaster Response who have been monitoring the ice jams throughout the village of Silver Creek. And as you can see behind me, that Chautauqua County excavator has been working overtime today, breaking the ice jams so that the water and the ice can move into the lake. But they have also been waiting for additional equipment. We're told that a 100-foot long arm excavator from Rochester was supposed to be here by now, but the latest we're hearing is that it should be here by 7 o'clock. Earlier today, we saw what those ice jams can do to neighborhoods near Walnut Creek. An early morning flash flood caused by an ice jam backed up into this park and between these houses. When the water receded, of course, it left behind mud, debris, and these massive chunks of ice.
A total mess, like a disaster. It's like there was no help. No hope because you can't do nothing. Everybody got their cars before it got real bad, but it's not over.
It's definitely not over. The potential for rain in this area is a double-edged sword. Rain can help force the ice jams along, but it can also increase the likelihood of flash flooding if the ice jams do not move. So work here in Silver Creek, of course, will continue throughout the night. The hope is that they can break up these ice jams and move them along before the temperatures drop again, potentially freezing them in place. Reporting in Silver Creek, Emily Lampa, Channel 2 News.
Fine. Thanks very much, Emily. By the way, I think the people that live down in Sunset Bay, they know all too well about the ice jam floods that are the result of ice jams along Walnut and Silver Creek. Emily, thanks very much. Now we're going to go from the that area down in southern Erie County. Let's take a little trip a little bit to the north because we're watching very carefully Buffalo and Caz Creek, especially in the West Seneca area. And for the latest on that situation, here's Jen Stanonis. Jennifer.
The water is flowing on the Cazenovia Creek in West Seneca, and emergency crews for the town are trying to keep it that way.
Slowly rising. We're keeping an eye on it.
John Gullo is the West Seneca emergency manager and is watching the creek closely. The gauge for the level of the creek is right in here, but it only shows the level of the creek right at this spot.
It doesn't give me a good indication on the whole creek.
That's why Gullo spends a lot of his monitoring of the creek on foot in search of problem spots, since rising water from ice jams are found where they form and just upstream.
We have a lot of S-curves in the creek because that's how the creek meanders. And I'll watch those areas, making sure that it doesn't rise or fall.
The ice jams can happen very quickly and cause flooding soon after, so the key is to find those jams quickly and get them cleared.
It can happen at a moment's notice where one rush of water comes down with the ice field and it'll rise instantaneously. So we always want to have different spotters.
And the creek will be monitored often until Saturday morning. In West Seneca, Jennifer Stenonis, Channel 2 News.